Hey guys, what's up? It's Zain. Today I wanted to talk about why you should go after the big tortfeasor, right? The person that has the most money. When your lawyer sues somebody, you want to sue the big tortfeasor. Now, what do I mean by the big tortfeasor, right? Let's say a FedEx employee hits you, right? And that FedEx employee was working at the time. That means let's say that FedEx employee works 9 to 5, right? And that FedEx employee was working 9 to 5. And let's say he hits you like at 11 a.m., right? What you're going to do, what your lawyer is actually going to do is not just sue that FedEx employee, but you want to sue FedEx as well. Why? Because one of the remedies you're entitled to is damages, right? And what I mean by damages is money damages, right? More specifically, money damages. You're entitled to money, right? If you're injured, you're entitled to money because money makes you whole. It makes you recover whatever it is you're entitled to, and it makes you whole because it pays for your medical bills, it pays for your pain and suffering, it pays for your lost wages, right? It pays for everything, right? It pays for everything. So what you want to do is sue somebody that has a lot more money so you can get your damages that you're entitled to. You don't want to sue that FedEx employee. Why? Because let me tell you guys something, right? That FedEx employee doesn't have a lot of money, right? That FedEx employee doesn't have as much money that FedEx does. Come on, guys, this should be really clear. That FedEx employee doesn't have a lot of money. FedEx as an employer of that employee has a lot more money. So, I'll give you an example. Let me give you a quick example so you guys understand. I'm going to show you my pocket and then show you what a deep pocket is, right? A deep pocket is FedEx. What I mean by deep pocket is their pockets run all the way down with money. It's filled with money. So let me show you what I mean real fast, right? So right now I'm going to show you my pocket and let me get right into it, all right? So when you sue that FedEx employee, his pocket is filled with money, but his pocket's filled with money all the way up to here, right? And this is where most people's pockets run up to, right? Now, some people might have better genes than me, and their pockets might run a little bit wider, maybe an inch wider, like up to here. So my pockets run up to here, right? Now, some people's pockets might run up to here. Some people might have hidden pockets, coin pockets filled with money, whatnot, But look, my pockets run up to here. Most people's pockets run up to here. That FedEx employee's pocket runs up to here. Now, when you sue FedEx, their pockets run all the way up here. You get it? All the way up here. Alright? They have deep pockets. Deep pockets. Filled with cash. Filled with money. Most normal people's pockets run up to here. Right? So, when you sue FedEx, right? The reason you're going to sue FedEx is because that employee works for FedEx, right? FedEx is responsible for that employee's action, right? A lawyer knows this. This is called respondent superior, right? Okay? So, you sue that FedEx, you sue FedEx, the corporation. You can sue the employee also, but that employee is not really going to give you a lot of money, right? That employee doesn't have money. He's working for FedEx, all right? I don't know how much he's making, but he's working for FedEx, all right? FedEx has more money. You sue FedEx because FedEx hired that employee caused you damages by injuring you, hitting you. So when you sue FedEx, they're the deep pocket. Like I said, their pockets run all the way down here. So when you sue FedEx, you're entitled to get more damages. And the lawyer's supposed to figure that out for you, right? That's how the lawyer makes you money, right? And you're entitled to that money because you're entitled to damages. That's the appropriate remedy in personal injury lawsuits. You get money, right? So, what your lawyer does is figure out who the tortfeasor is. And by tortfeasor, guys, just remember the tortfeasor is always the guy that caused you damage, right? And by damage, again, I mean the guy that caused you injuries, the guy that screwed you up, the guy that messed you up, the bad guy, right? And your lawyer sues that bad guy, but your lawyer digs a little bit deeper to see who that bad guy's employer is, right? So you can sue the employer also. The employer is usually the one that's going to pay you more money than the employee. The employee doesn't have a lot of money, like I said. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. Your lawyer always wants to go after the big fish, right? And sometimes, even if there is not a big fish, there usually is. If there's not a big fish, your lawyer will advise you and tell you, look, you're not entitled to any remedies, right? Some of the smaller remedies you might be entitled to is just a declaratory judgment, which might not even mean much in this matter, right? And you might not even be entitled to that, right? Depending on the state you're in, right? So, usually, most slip and fall accidents, most personal injury accidents, more auto accidents, there's always a big fish. Whether that be the insurance company, whether that be the employer, whether that be a third party that's sponsoring the employee. The employee is, again, the one that's hitting you or causing you damage. It's always going to be the little guy that messes you up because these big guys aren't on the streets as much, right? And usually, you get injured on the streets. You're driving, you're going to a store, you slip and fall. It's that little store that injures you, but that store has a big corporation that's backing them up. So you go after them because, like I said, they have the bigger pockets, right? So that's all I wanted to say, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment, subscribe, whatever. Send me an email, and I'll make a video about your question. Peace, guys. Have a good one.